Hello everyone, this is Mr. Taylor with Young Engineers Today. I'm making a short recap video for our Wednesday, September 11th webinars that were taking place at 5 o'clock and at 6:30. This is part 2 of our Google site creation. Now, remember we start off with a blank template just due to the fact that if we use one of the pre-made templates, which will be fine to use later on in the future, but there's a lot of critiquing and editing skills that you need to develop before you can get to that mastery level, or just working your way through these templates. Eventually, if you wanted to make one for your basketball team, your youth group, etc., these would be great to work with once you already understand how to work through a Google Sites features, because it's very powerful and there's a lot that you can do. Okay. Now, we reviewed some of the controls, and that's one of the major things we're going to be looking at is how to edit page, how to create a new page, and how to open more actions menu. Okay. I'm actually going to go through all these different features now, demonstrating my site. Okay, on my site. Now, revision of history, which shows you everything that you've done, and it keeps a running track of all the different features. It also shows you the attachments you've had, the page templates, what you've done, the list, the file cabinet, a web page, and we'll go over what each one of these are. App scripts, since I don't have any apps or gadgets, there's nothing here, and deleted items. Now the thing that's great about deleted items, if you do delete something, and I'll show you how to do that momentarily, nothing is permanently deleted until you check it. And I want you to notice how delete permanently popped up. If you delete permanently, then it is gone permanently. But if you delete something by accident, it's at least in there for a solid month. Okay? As you can see, I have one here. It actually tells you when it's going to be deleted. So I have 4 weeks to recover this. I have 1 week, 1 week, and 1 week. Okay? Now, let's go back. Now, when I go to delete a page, I actually have to be on a page. This is my home, so I can't delete my home because that's mandatory. So if I go under my About Me, now you'll notice how delete page. Or I can move the page, or I can copy the page. If I copy the page, I can make multiples of it. So say you have information there that you want to save. Okay. Preview page is viewer, which is really great because it shows you what the rest of the world would look like. Would be looking at it like across the internet. All right. And then if you just X that out, it takes you back here. Now, page templates, you could save a page template, you could change a page template. That means changing this web announcements and file cabinet and list, and I will show you what those mean momentarily. So you can click on learn more. What this shows you is that a web page is exactly what it is. It's a web page. It allows you to make different pages, just like mine. Under my About Me, and that's what you're going to be making, is an About Me page. Now you can do announcements. Announcements is what Google site used to call blogs, and that's what you're more familiar probably with the term blogs. If you create a blog, you can make an announcement, and then if you allow people to create comments, those comments then function strictly as a blog. You just have the power to put the initial blog post. File cabinet, this allows you just to store files just like a file cabinet. That's what a file cabinet's for. A list page allows you to add and edit and organize your information, and then a start page, which we will not use because a start page is for businesses, and I believe you have to actually have a business and it goes into purchasing, etc. Okay, so we're going to get out of that, and we're going to hit cancel because we're not going to change anything. Now we're going to go down to edit site layout, and we've made some changes that showed you how to do this. And just as a review, if wherever one is highlighted, it shows you what it currently looks like. But if you want to enable or disable, you click it or you unclick it, like horizontal navigation. This popped up, as you can see, and you can edit this and change things. I don't like using it because I want everyone to use my sidebar. Now, with the sidebar, if you click the sidebar, you can actually change the layout here by going under Add Page. And if, for example, if I wanted to move my About the Course above my Add Page, I hit OK. So then I can reorganize the way I want the setting of what goes in which order. Okay. Now, but I like it automatically, but it allows you in case you make a page and then you're like, I don't like the flow of this, I can go back and change it. All right. Now, the theme, if I do custom, this lets me shift things by percentages. And as you can see how that got larger? But I'm typically just going to use this because it just moves everything around. Okay. Now, all right. Now, page settings, where we are talking about making a blog. After you have an announcement, you want to have comments on, because then you can have people put comments. All right. Now, under sharing permission, we took the time yesterday or on Wednesday during Wednesday's class to actually make sure that you share this with me, and I'll be pulling up the slide momentarily to have my email so I can see your site. And I want you to change this to specific people where you can share, but you would get the person's email address and give it to them, or anyone with a link where you would send them the link. The thing that's helpful about having the email address, you just type it here, okay? And then you automatically can pass the information on. Now, as we just went over, this is my email address. I'm highlighting it in blue. It is YEOTWEBINAR3@gmail.com. And you'll just go ahead and type that in the enter name and email address area, and it will send me a notification that you have shared this with me so I can come see your site. Okay. And as we just went over, put on anyone with a link or specific people. Once again, you can go under Manage Sites for theme and colors, which we went over on Monday. So you can actually use this and demonstrate your unique characteristics and how you want this to lay out. Went over site layout, went over page settings, went over preview page, now edit page. Now we're going to spend some time on edit page. Okay. New pages. This is how you create a new page. Once you create a new page, the page I want you to create is an About Me page where you can give a description about yourself, interests, images. That's what we did during Wednesday's webinar. Once you have created that page, I want you to notice two things when you create a page. You can make a page, you name it, you can change the template, which we've went over, an announcement, file cabinet, and list, or you can put under an existing page. If you put it under a page, this makes a sub-page, which I'm going to show you. If you're on a page, that's how you make a sub-page. That's the reason it gave me that option. That's what I did for the projects I'm working on. That's how I made this sub-page here, because I added a page while I was clicked on my project page. And it gives you that feature of making a sub-page. Okay? Now, we're going to go through each of these areas under Edit Page, which is Home, Format, Table, Layout, and Help. Now, Some of the great things that you can do with this is you can embed calendars onto your site, photos, YouTubes, videos, or links, advertisements, but we're not using that right now, maps, and even more gadgets, which is really cool. What we're going to be finishing up on Monday is just the finishing touches in creating your site. What I want you to do is during now is just making that About Me page and starting to get more familiar with your site. Okay. Now, under Edit Page Functions, you have Insert, which Insert has images, links, tables, contents, horizontal line, recent posts, text boxes, and all these Google aspects, which we're going to look at now. If I look at this, under the Google aspects, I can put a calendar, charts, your Drive, which this is where you have Google Docs, Google Slides, Google Spreadsheets, you have folders, presentations, everything that you can load. You can load videos and then you can embed them through there through the cloud. You can photos if you use Google Plus, which is similar to just a images and update type thing if you use it. You can learn more about this by searching about it. You have more gadgets, which you can put news, calendar, PayPal if you're using a business, YouTube. There's so much out there, okay? Tables. Now, format. All right, that's our next part we're going to be looking at is format. But one last thing, I almost forgot. When you upload an image, you have some things that you can do with images. All right. For example, let's look at my image. I'm going to edit this. When you go to upload an image, you can either upload it directly from your computer, or you can use a URL address from a specific location on the World Wide Web. Now, when it loads in, it typically will load in very large. And that's what this S, M, and L stand for. Small, medium, large, and then you have alignment left, alignment center, and alignment right. But it typically comes in at 100 large. Now, depending on your pixels, you can change that. All right? Okay. Now, under Format, this allows you to change subheadings, paragraphing, strike through, clear formatting, align left, align center. This is typically what you would use in like Microsoft Word, okay? Then you have table, and you can insert tables up to a 2020 size table. Once again, this is like Word and or PowerPoint slides when you make a table, and you can insert the row, insert a row below, insert column on the left, insert column right. You can do deleting. Then you have layout, where you can change the way it looks. Like I just changed that to one column, but I like the two column, and then I'll just move my image back over here. Okay. But you won't see those dotted lines, and then you have all these different, and what the image on the side demonstrates the layout. Now the help button works great, just like the actual search engine for Google. What you type in there, it will provide you, such as how to bold letters. And when I do that, it gives me resources on how to do that, or suggestions. Now all these tools here are your typical font settings. What you'll notice is that there's not a lot of font settings for each one because it depends on the layout that you chose, the font, theme, and color that you chose. This is, if you want to change this, you need to go, you give more options and go back here to manage site and go to themes, colors, and fonts. And under themes, color, and fonts, you can change each part of these sections. Okay, and it gives you more features. All right, let's go here. We covered that. Covered edit page. All right, now the requirements for this site that we want you to have are a home page, about me, a page for each project, my project, interest, and whatever else you like. This has been a short video that recapped Wednesday's webinar. Thank you, and have a wonderful rest of your week. Bye-bye.